Greetings, fellow denture wearers. It's Miss D here, doing my 2-month check-in. It's been 2 months since I had my extractions of my upper teeth and had my immediate dentures put in. It's been an interesting 2 months. This update is kind of a mental check on where I'm at. Physically, not a whole lot has changed. I'm more comfortable wearing the dentures. I'm not having much pain or really any pain on the daily. Some activities like biting, I'm still having some issue, but a lot better. I'm practicing biting harder foods and feel like I'm making progress there. This update is mostly about where I am mentally. A lot of people talk about what's going on with having the beautiful smiles, going through the procedure, getting used to their teeth. I haven't saw a lot of updates or videos around the mental part of the denture wearing process. And I recognized that I've been on a little journey mentally. In the beginning, it was a whole lot of fear and unknowing, and that was uneasy for me. For me, the process just kind of started abruptly. I didn't have a whole lot of education around dentures and the whole process. I went to the dentist one day because of an incident that happened. I used to wear a partial, so my teeth were been of concern since I was about 17 years old. I had an accident playing field hockey and my front teeth were shaking pretty bad. Lost one immediately that day, and then had another that was right here in the front that was damaged. Was able to save it for years, but I ended up having to wear a partial. So I wore that partial from 17 all the way up until 2 months ago. Well, different partial here and there, you change them. But I went to the dentist because the dog had ate my partial and was going to get a new partial, and when he did the x-rays, he was like, there's no saving these. You have enough damage now that teeth are loose, bone loss had happened, and that the only option was to take all the rest of the upper teeth out and get a denture. So I went straight from that to, okay, I can't walk around like this. How do we get it done? And so I just was plunged into the world of denture wearing. So while we may see a lot of people here on YouTube talking about doing a lot of research before they got their dentures and were really prepared, I wasn't. I can't say that my experience with my dentist was very informative or even great. He pretty much told me that day that I would need the extraction. I would come back in a couple weeks and we would go through the process. He took a mold, and it took a little bit longer than a couple weeks for him to get it together. About a month later, I came back and he pulled all my teeth and he plopped this denture in. That's a lot to absorb mentally. And for me, I went through initially the fear. What would I look like? Would my mouth sink in? Would I look old? How would people see me? Would they know that I'm wearing dentures? Would it look fake? How would I feel? So that I went about trying to get answers to questions, find things out. And so that helped me mentally. If I have something actively I can be doing mentally, I'm coping. I'm able to cope. But here at 2 months in, having the dentures, have gone through the extraction and the pain part of that, things kind of settling down. I'm again having mental things that are coming up that I'm having to deal with. It's like, as naive as I probably am, I was thinking by 2 months it should be comfortable and nothing to worry about, just go on my happy way. But I have found in the last week, 2 weeks, that I'm going through something mentally. It's the knowing that every day that there is something that I have to do that's more intense than get up in the morning and brush your teeth, gargle, and go. It's the nightly ritual of soaking your teeth, making sure that you take care of bacteria, making sure that your gums are thoroughly clean, making sure you have the right utensils, making sure that you either decide to wear the denture cream or not to wear the denture cream. So that's a lot on my mind, and it's a having to come to grips with this is a permanent part of me and something that I will have to do from now on. Somewhere in me, I guess the emotion I'm trying to describe is a little unsettling. That doesn't feel as natural. I call myself a very natural, holistic person, so it's a little bit against the flow of my regular life, and I guess that's the part that's kind of gnawing at me a little bit. And I figure if I'm going through that, there's other people out there too, and so I just want to bring it and put it on the table. The elephant's in the room, and I'm talking about the elephant. The elephant is called mentally we go through something. Yes, it's wonderful to be able to smile and not have holes in your mouth, to have your health better because you don't have teeth that have fillings in them or decay in them, and so you're doing something healthier for yourself by getting your dentures. But it's also something that you have to get really accustomed to and be okay with. It comes in components. Component personal, how do I feel about when I smile that these aren't my natural teeth? Being honest, I'm grateful to be able to have something, and I thank science and dentists for that, because it's harder. It was harder when I didn't have my teeth to deal with the public. I work in the mental health field. I work with children, and so it's not something that you do comfortably when you don't look your best, to be able to be confident enough to help somebody else with their mental health issues. And I struggled with that a bit, and so we are connected. Some people call it vanity, but I call it part of the human experience. We do care about how we look, and we want to look our best, and that internally feeds our ego and helps us to be more confident. It's just a fact. Not so much vanity, but just a fact of life. So after getting past that part and getting to where I am now, the dealing with this is the everyday. I'm working on accepting these as my teeth, and really not comfortable calling them dentures. These are my teeth. I paid good money out of my pocket. The insurance company paid a hell of a lot of good money out of their pocket. So these are my teeth, and I'm opting to go forward calling these my teeth. So when I come and do my update, I'm doing the updates on my teeth. And I put the word denture just so that the community is aware that Miss D's here and she has something she wants to say. I'm really, on these videos trying to be helpful to other people as I'm getting comfortable myself. I want to be able to help other people get comfortable too. 2 months in, you would think we all would be comfortable with our teeth or our dentures by now, but not always is the case. I'm finding for me, I'm not as comfortable as I want to be, and just putting that elephant out there and calling it an elephant. No, it's not major. I'm not hiding in the house. I'm not being able to function, but it's a little something in the back of your mind that if you don't recognize and deal with, can eat at you and sometimes mess with people's self-esteem. And so I always deal with whatever's going on. What can we do? We can do exactly what I was just laying out. Acknowledge, accept, and deal. I say support. Support yourself into the process of getting comfortable. There's nothing wrong with having a conversation with yourself and taking a reality check. Reality for Miss D right now is you're a denture wearer. You have to have those in order to have the smile that you need to be able to present in the public. Do I have to, here at 2 months, say, oh, I'm so comfortable, it's the best thing that ever happened, oh, everything is coming up roses? Not really. That's not reality for me. Reality is I'm still adjusting. So I guess my point is, be okay with the adjustment period. Honor it for what it is and continue to adjust. That's all that this part of the journey is adjusting to what we will have to deal with, getting comfortable with this is a part of me now and it's okay. I do want to talk a little bit about the timing of all this for me. The process started right before Thanksgiving, that I was told that I was going to have the extraction. I went through Thanksgiving with a piece of MacGyvered partial in my mouth, and then right after, a couple days after, I had my teeth extracted. And then we rushed right into the holiday season. Christmas was upon us, and so you're doing a whole bunch of preparing for Christmas. And me, I'm a crafter, DIYer, and so I was busy with projects and still doing a little bit of getting used to the teeth. And I found my way here to the denture community, and so I was making videos for that. So I don't think that in that period of time, in that part of the 2 months, that it was really sinking all the way down into the spirit of me, exactly what was taking place and had taken place. Now we're here January 26, 2018. We're just about a whole month into the new year, and things have quieted down and started settling down, and I have more time to kind of think and meditate, and I find myself a little uneasy is a word I'm going to try to put on. I'm trying to label the emotion that I'm trying to talk about, and it's not so easy. You may be experiencing it as anxiety, anger, frustration, irritability. It comes up in a host of emotions, and mine is just like not just in my normal flow. I'm a little off, and recognizing that. And part of it is, we're in the new year, new part of the year. We let go of last year, and the hustle and the bustle has died down. And so for me, I have to take an active push to get going again. Part of that is this video today. I had to really push to be willing to turn on the camera and make this video. And I will be turning the camera on again later and do a DIY project or some crafting project, just pushing myself to get back into the flow of my normal life and try to push away the uneasy feeling that is coming up for me. I had put it on, the whole process of having the denture now, because some of it is new and some of it is a little bit frustrating. The frustrating part is I'm still not biting the way that I used to bite, and I may never get to that, but I'm not biting comfortably where I can take a pork chop and just take a bite and have it. So I'm still learning to do that. I am practicing, and I find that that's something we have to be conscious about. To be able to eat properly, we have to learn to chew with our new teeth, to get a science down to how to do that. I found some helpful videos here. Thank you, Bill Westland, for all the work that you have done for the dental community with your videos, your very detailed videos. And so I do practice eating and chewing. I have not, again, ate in public, but I do plan to do that here soon. have a couple family functions that I'll be out and about and probably will eat out in public. And so I've been practicing at home on how to get that bite. The other thing that I'm getting comfortable with the dentures here at the 2-month mark is that whole, do we wear denture cream or do we not? So I've had a couple experiences because my dentures fit real well. This morning I don't have any cream in, and as you can see, I'm talking pretty well. They're staying pretty much in place. But I find when I'm out at work and I lead these groups, and so I'm talking a lot, and I sometimes get excited when I'm talking with the kids, and I'm finding certain times when I laugh, my denture, if I don't have the cream in, will pop and drop. Or sometimes if I'm real excited and I go to talk while I'm really excited, it can pop and come loose. And so 2 times recently the denture has slipped. Just this week I was doing a group and the kids had me very animated, and the denture, I didn't have the cream in, and the denture dropped, and I quickly tried to recover, hoping none of the kids saw that. But that's something that I'm dealing with that makes you uncomfortable. The wearing the denture cream, I really don't have a lot of problem with wearing it, but I'm rathering if I can get away with not wearing it to do that. And so I'm hoping that as we go on in time that the denture in my mouth will become one and I won't need it permanently. But I am choosing on days that I'm doing groups and I'm talking to put a little cream in so that it stays up, so I don't have that fear of it just popping out in the middle of a lecture with a group of kids. Not fun. It wasn't fun trying to cover it up and they not notice it. I don't think anybody noticed it because nobody said anything, so I think I got away with that one. So all in all, I guess I want to say for this update is that it's been a good experience. It hasn't been too many negatives. Lots of things to get used to, but not too negative. And I'm still growing. And so the 2-month check-in is in this fight, and I'm going to win the fight of being comfortable with my dentures. I'm hoping that this was informational for you, and always glad to be here at YouTube and check in with the dental community. You all have a blessed day now. Bye.